Let me show you my countryside through these old headlights. We can take this road as far as you want to go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Reviving My Uncle's Farm. So in between the episodes I did go and took all the bales from the field behind this barn. They are all neatly stored in the shed. I did put a rear weight on the tractor so I could do two at a time, and I just want to check something before I do anything else, and that is the state of my cattle yard. And look at that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full-grown animals and 2 younglings. Yeah. In any case, today is gonna be a stinky day because I do want to get this field manured, and I do want to get the grassland fertilized with slurry. And for that matter, I will go and I will bring back the slurry tanker. I was notified yesterday evening that the slurry tanker actually has arrived now. So before I do anything else, I will take care of the animals. I will load the vegetables and fruits, and I'm gonna take them to everything that needs to be refilled. So the vending machines, and I'm probably gonna stop at the sheeps. At the sheep. Sheeps do not have a plural adjective. Yeah, I am gonna stop at the sheep pen and load a pallet of wool as usual. But I do have something new to tell you or show you. But I still want to wait until it's lighter outside. I need a bit more light to to show you what I mean and for you to truly appreciate it. So I will just show you the the refilling of vending machines. I'll skip that. You have seen that plenty of times now. So yeah, keep tuned. The reveal is gonna be soon and I am quite stoked about it. Alright, 1212 for the wool. There was not a full pallet, so the sum is a bit lower than I expected, but it's another grand in the bank. And another 1127 for the vegetables. So we are currently at 42,285 pounds, and that number will go down because I need to pay 8,000 for the slurry spreader arriving today. So let me return to the farm. The next thing I need to take care of is I have to feed the chicken. I have to take milk from the cow bar into the dairy production, and I also need to give water to the sheep. I was at the sheep pen, and yeah, they need water quite desperately. So these are the 3 things that need taking care of, and I will probably do them off screen mostly. Although I am expecting to get a full pallet of butter from my dairy anytime now. So that's gonna be another source of things I can put into the vending machine over there that I bought, the dairy one. Okay, so I have fed the chickens. The chicken, this is also not a plural, or it is a plural in itself. In any case, I have 585 liters of milk. This is what I wanted to tell you, and it's going straight into the dairy. I am very eager to get that pallet of what I was talking about, butter. Yeah, I have butter production running in there at the moment. So yeah, 585 liters, which I think is gonna be enough to actually feed our to actually produce that bale. Come on, I am a mess. Maybe these longer nights, you can see it's past 9 AM and it's still quite dusky outside. Maybe it's this that's making things difficult for me. But I still want to wait for a bit until the sky is brighter so I can do a service. If you remember, this Mascar baler really needs service, a thorough one, and also the tractor needs, because it started cutting out on me. So yeah, I will take my car, I will hook up the water bowser, and I'm gonna go give water to the sheep. Yeah, it starts like it never turned off. Beautifully. In any case, yeah, I'm gonna take water to the sheep, and I'm gonna then do the service on the tractor, and I hope it's gonna be bright enough to do the service on my tractor and the baler. And after that, I believe it's gonna be time to go and get the trailer. It should be ready, the slurry tanker. Alright, let me fill her up, and we'll see you when I return. Good. Now all the small matters are settled. Now I do want to put this back into the garage. I'm always choosing between the words barn, shed, and the garage. Or garage. I don't know. But yeah, it's my never-ending dilemma. So let's put this beautiful Land Rover back inside, back under cover, and well out of the way. And perfect. Lights off, don't wanna kill the battery. And now it's getting quite brighter outside, so I think I'll take care of that service action. It's gonna cost me quite a few quid, I think. But what needs doing, needs doing. And I should probably, definitely, yeah, I should definitely wash it before I try servicing it. Okay, let's see. Let me put some lights on and let's do the cleaning. I can't remember, but I think I have never cleaned this Mascar since it was brought to the farm. Yeah, it's time. But as I've said many times until now, I am very wary of watering down or hosing down the equipment, because the water just gets into the joints and it can rust and give you all sorts of problems. I gotta be careful not to spray the seat. Yeah, even though I would normally not wash the tractor before I go into the field and spread slurry and manure. But since I'm gonna service it, yeah, I wanna clean. So I don't get any dust particles in the oil and stuff like that. It took me almost 2 hours, but the Mascar was quite in a bad shape. It cost me almost 600 pounds to fix it. And the oil and the other stuff for New Holland were around 500, so we basically, or I basically used up 1100 pounds or 1100 pounds. quid for servicing, and it's turning into a beautiful day, even though I can see in the forecast on my phone that rain is supposed to come. Close this up. So it's supposed to start raining. I don't know when exactly, but yeah, it's forecasted, so nah, it's fine. But before the rain comes, I want to put the mass car under cover in its usual resting place. Right here in the first bay. And stop. Don't wanna smash the light off. Yeah, I would definitely smash the light off if I would continue inside. Good. Now, my next stop is gonna be the vehicle store to pick up that slurry spreader, and this, my dear viewers, is the novelty I was talking about. I have a farm name last. It only took me, what, 5 years to get it, and I have chosen the name Lisky Farm. Now, I gather that most of you won't know what that means, but Lisky in Irish means meadow. So yeah, I have chosen an Irish word, probably an old expression of some sort, and basically this says meadow farm. So yeah, when I came here for the first time, I just want to remind you, if you might have forgotten, this was all grassland, a huge meadow, and it had beautiful flowers like this inside, growing all the way up. And I think this is quite a distinct feature of this farm, and it has a nice ring to it. It sounds warm, it sounds cozy, so everything you would want in a farm. You put some lights on so I'm more visible. Yeah, and I think the name fits very well. So yeah, Lisky Farm. I know I've been calling it Uncle's Farm for all this time now, but yeah, it's going to change to Lisky Farm. So if you want to, you can comment underneath if you recognize the expression or if you know the word. But basically, yeah, since we are in Ireland, it's only appropriate to use something like that for an old farm that has been here for probably a couple centuries, that it has a name that fits it well. So yeah, I am very excited with this addition, with this new thing. And if you remember, you know, when I came here I had nothing but an old Jeep, a rundown car that was previously owned by Forestry Service, and as you might guess, Forestry Services don't usually treat their cars very well, or at least they put them through their paces in the forest and stuff like that. So yeah, Lisky Farm. Okay, so now when I'm repeating the name, it does kinda come to mind that I am probably pronouncing the word incorrectly. So if any one of you are from Ireland or might know the correct pronunciation, please be my guest to comment down below how you pronounce this name. I will gladly accept the change. In any case, I'm gonna go to the vehicle store, I'm gonna settle the bill, and we'll return with the slurry spreader. And here we are, 8,000 pounds lighter, but we are one slurry spreader richer. At least the farm is. So yeah, I'm slowly gathering all the equipment I need for the farm, and I think it's coming together quite nicely. I am not sure if I need much more in terms of equipment. I know that I still have that manure spreader on lease, or it's a lease to buy actually. But this is the... I have already used a machine like this. It was quite a few episodes ago, but it worked fine, and yeah, why not go for something tried and tested? And the price is actually very reasonable, because the other offers that are out there are usually 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 for a slurry spreader, which is quite a lot at this moment for me. But 8,000 I can afford. I'm still left with 34,000 pounds, so yeah, it's not gonna put me on my knees financial wise, but it is gonna give me a way to spread slurry, because I think I have loads of it. My underground tank must be completely full by now. Yeah. Look at that, we have our first batch of butter. Right. So if nothing else, I might deliver it today, but I am still guessing I'm gonna do it tomorrow and put it in the vending machine. Butter doesn't really go bad. Not fast at that point. Okay, now, on which side do I connect the hose? Seems like I can connect on both sides. Wow. There's no thing like trying. Right. And good. Now I need to start filling her up. There's nothing happening. Do I need to open? Yeah, I should probably open the valves, shouldn't I? Okay, and I probably need to open this one too. Yep. Of course, if you want the liquid to flow, you need to open the pipes. Ah. Yeah, let's turn on the PTO and it should be filling. So I guess the sound of engine straining is gonna be a signal for me to stop filling. And I believe this is an 8,000 liter tanker. Might not be 8,000 actually. It was 8,000 pounds, yeah, I think I'm messing things up a bit. So before I do anything, I need to close it. Is there a size number here? Can't read it. Oh, it's 5 cubic meters, so 5,000 liters. Never mind, I must have got it wrong. Okay. And I think it's better if I come the other way so I can climb on the tractor easier. Let's go. Ooh, I can feel the weight. You know what? Let me put a few gears down the ratios. So let the great stink begin. Do I need to open anything else? No, I think this is gonna be automatic. And we're spraying. Oh, the spread is wider than I anticipated. And I'm going way too fast. And I should go even lower. Probably around 7 kilometers an hour. 6. Let's go 7. Alright. Well. The big difference with spreading slurry now and before is that I now have an open cab, or no cab at all. So I must confess that the smell is quite pungent. It's yeah. It's gonna stick, I guess. What am I doing? No. For the love of... I messed up. I intended slurry for the grassland and manure for the arable fields. Because manure is gonna get cultivated in, you know, all the straw and the hard bits. And on the grassland it might stay for a while, so yeah. I intended to do this. To spread slurry on the grassland. Never mind. I guess it's been a hard few days and my mind is not quite right. Yeah, of course, the meadow needs slurry, not the arable field. That is gonna get manured. And so I am slowly running out. At least it should run out quite soon. So when I come back, I'm gonna go straight back to the barn and refill it. If it's empty or if it isn't. Either way, I'm gonna go and refill it. Because I'm right here at the end of the field. And this is the perfect time to do it. Okay, PTO off. And yes, I can turn off the beacon. I have just noticed the reflection on the barn over there, so yeah. Yes, much easier to do it from this side. Still have to open it. Good. Good. And all the cows are very healthy. Nothing to report. No pills or antibiotics needed. Everything is completely fine. Close it and take it off. I think this calls for a time lapse, because I'm gonna be going up and down the field with this for some time now. And then I'm gonna change over to the manure spreader that already has something in it, and I have to manure this field and the new field over there that we bought the last time we were in the fields in the purchasing idea. Good. Okay, the feed is all slurried up, and I don't want to drive too fast because the tires just might sling some slurry in my face. You never think about stuff like that until you have a cabless tractor or an open cab. Good, now the question is, where do I park this beautiful slurry spreader? Stinky but beautiful. I am thinking of putting it in there. Do you know what? If I'm not mistaken, I can put my hose on the trailer and store it that way, so it's not just lying on the floor over there. Let me try and take care of that before I do anything else. And yeah, that milk tanker was also not used for a very long time, so I might be quite okay if I take it and sell it or give it to someone or something like that. In any case, let me try to mount this on. Okay, and perfect. It's actually the perfect length. It could have been a bit longer because it would wrap around, but yeah, no, this is perfect. Good. So I now actually have storage for my slurry hose. Who would have thought? Beautiful. Yeah, so I'm thinking one bay for a slurry spreader and the other bay can be used for manure spreader when I'm done. Because I have just left it outside in the rain and, you know, it's fine, but if I have space, which I do, it's really unnecessary to keep leaving stuff on the open. Now the actual manure spreading part is gonna be a bit more hands-on because I need the little Massey Ferguson to load it. So I have seen that there are different conveyors that you can use to load manure on the trailer. So that might be one of the quality of life improvements I make sometime in the future. But right now I am still gonna load it with the front loader. I think I can go a bit faster with this. Okay, how are we working? Okay, yeah, this one has a much lesser spread width. That is completely fine. I just have to act accordingly. I think it's basically half the spread rate. If you see behind, you can see just a little bit how far the manure goes. And it's definitely not as far as the slurry went. So yeah, I have to keep that in mind while I do this. And otherwise, be pretty good. Okay, so if I go back, it's really difficult to see where I have already been, because the color of the ground and the color of the ground with the manure on is practically the same. I can't really tell the difference where I've been and where I haven't, so I'm gonna do this via feeling. I'm gonna feel my way through the field. And yeah, so there's another thing I wanted to talk about, and that is the bales. I think I have plenty of straw bales at the moment. So all those that are loaded on the trailer at this exact moment, I think I'm gonna go and sell them. I don't think I'll have any use for them until next harvest. And I have plenty of old stock, so yeah, it might be better to simply get rid of them and get some money in the bank account. I just hope I'm not missing too much of the field by going blind. And there's another thing I have been thinking while I was spreading slurry on the grassland, and that is, it's actually quite perfect that we're gonna have rainfall today, because it's gonna wash all these nutrients in the ground, and it's gonna make sure that it gets to the roots. So yeah, I'm very happy with the weather report or forecast. So now I'm guessing I'm gonna have to take 2 trailers of manure to the new field over there, because the size is just a bit smaller than what I have here. Well, actually no, I only had half a trailer of manure, and I kind of completed the field already, almost. There's just a tiny bit left over there. So I don't know. It might be 1 trailer, it might be 1 and a bit, but I don't think it's gonna be enough just to go with 1 trailer and hey, that's that. Right. Well, I think this field all finished. So let me set up the trailer for loading. And it feels like it's already getting dusky, and it's only, what, 2 p.m. Yeah, these winters here at the north part of Europe, or European continent. I think it's a European continent. Don't be mad if I'm wrong. But yeah, the days are very, very short. I'm gonna leave the tractor running. No need in turning it off. I could go a bit more to the back. Let me climb over this rail. Yeah, make it as easy as I can to load it. So now the next thing is I need to get my Massey Ferguson. I think I need to put the rear weight on and the manure grab. It's not a grab, it's a fork. And let's load it up. Whoops, I forgot to turn on the spreader. So this is actually the last row, and I have gravely underestimated the spreader's capabilities, because yeah, I have more than half left in the actual spreader, and basically the field is done. It truly is a big stink. But in any case, yeah, this looks all fine. Now the next step is gonna be to cultivate all this and get it ready for seeding. I guess I can do that in December if, and I repeat, if the ground is not frozen. But yeah, look at this. We have almost, yeah, we have more than half a trailer. Oops. Let's jump out. So I don't know what I was thinking. I was under the impression that we're gonna use a lot more of the material, of the manure. So yeah, I'm gonna take a nice evening drive. And there is another thing I wanna point out, that we have done this before the rain came. I am so happy about it, stoked, because it would be quite miserable spreading manure with an open cab in the middle of a rainfall. Yeah, that would be, yeah, no. So yeah, thanks to the weather, and yeah, thanks to the weather we are quite well. I'm quite dry and happy. Good. So this is gonna be it for today's episode. We have to recap, we have a new name for the farm, Lisky Farm. I don't know, it feels kind of strange because I always called it Uncle's Farm, but I think the name's gonna catch on. I might even reach out to some graphic designer or something like that, so I can get some branding going on. Lisky Farm butter, you know, Meadow Farm butter, or milk, or eggs. Yeah, doesn't really work well with grain, but I am not a grain farmer, I suppose. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.